Thanks for the beat, Cadence. You created something special.
They weren't missing a three-pointer, so
We here, man. You already know 2023 second annual After Hour Invitational. We back, man. How y'all? Can we get a round of applause in the building? Yeah. We back, man. We back, man. We got the two captains here, man. We got two amazing leaders, very talented student athletes that ready to get this draft going. But before then, I'm gonna have them introduce themselves. Then we got a couple questions I'm gonna ask them, and we're gonna get this draft going. So I'm gonna start to my right. Introduce yourself, bro.
I'm Welby Perez. I go to Boston Trinity Academy, and I'm class of 2024.
John Kalon, class of 2025, Reason Prep.
How y'all feel about being selected this year's 2023 After Hour Invitational?
A lot of hours in the gym, unseen hours, and just shows all my peers. That's respect.
Fine.
You know what I mean?
I started basketball at a late age, and just to be here now it's an honor.
Fire. Now, it kind of leaned into what you were saying before. Now you guys are voted by your peers to be captain. So, starting with you, like, how do you feel about, your peers? You have the consensus of people that vote you for All-Stars, and then your fellow All-Stars voted you as captain. So, how'd that make you feel?
Just like John said, it's respect. They know how many hours I put in. I played against some of these guys, and any of these guys could have been captains in my opinion. It just feels an honor that they were able to pick me as a captain.
Did it surprise you as well?
Yeah, out of nowhere, I'm seeing posts on my phone. I'm like, all right, All-Star game. And I'm captain. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? I'm like, yeah, this is crazy.
So what are some traits you think that your peers see in you to vote you two captains? Like, what's some traits that you can see that maybe why they selected you guys?
I've always been surrounded by leaders throughout my life, so I feel like my fellow All-Stars, I feel like they see that in me. Being selected as captain, I could help other people become leaders as well, because there's nothing wrong with being surrounded with leaders and just a lot of hardworking people.
All these guys, I see them in the gym, and when it's in the gym, it's just a whole lot of respect. We all play hard, go against each other, never back down. What I would want in a captain is someone I can trust in, someone I can put my faith in to lead me forward. So I feel like I have some of those traits and qualities.
So we're gonna get to the game. So we got you already know we got the connect shooting. So he's gonna be there, cut these things up,
baby.
you know what I'm saying? So what we want to do, the standard that we set from the first beginning, yes, we want to put on a show, but we also want to be competitive. We don't want nobody to get hurt. Sure, you know what I mean? But we want to put a show on for the community. This is the event that we do inside of Dorchester, right in the middle of Boston, because we want our people to, see the young kids that are coming up and reaching the next level. So what can y'all tell us about what y'all gonna bring to this game and which y'all team you're gonna draft is gonna bring to the game?
It's a show for sure. Anyone I pick on here, we can all go for 30, so I'm not worried about that. And I'm only picking dogs. Everyone's locking up, full court press, all that.
Okay.
Going crazy.
Like he said, we got a lot of dogs on this list, so I'm just trying to pick. So for me, sportsmanship's over everything.
Okay.
Like you said, we don't want anyone getting hurt.
Mm-hmm.
We want to have a fun game, because basketball, at the end of the day, we're just trying to have fun.
Absolutely.
And may the best team win.
But we know who's winning that.
Oh yeah, say no more.
See, I like that already. We get straight
take
to
notes.
it.
Write that down.
We gonna post this out. Y'all gonna be able to see this, and then after, hit their IGs and say, listen, we said this, but this happened. So we just got a couple more questions. We're going straight to the draft. So for your generation, like, what do y'all see the future of Boston basketball? Because I feel like it's really been on the rise, and I really want to get a condolences, a huge shout out to Terrence Clark, man. He really paved the way for this next generation of Boston talent, like putting us on the next level, and like the praise that y'all give him, and just like the the upliftment of his legacy. I love it. And like, what do you guys see for the future of Boston basketball? Because you guys are putting this thing on the map, with him kind of leading this generation. But what you feel about, the current state of it now?
I think it's trending upwards a lot. I see a lot of new kids, like a lot of new gyms being built, a lot of gyms being renovated to get better, coming with shooting guns. Like, I think it's really gonna go crazy.
I feel like mass is on the rise I've never seen before. I've been traveling to other states for like tournaments or like college visits, and just playing the comp out there, it's like mass compared to what I play, like let's say at the Hyde Park Community Center or like just anywhere. It's like you can see the difference. So I can see masses on a rise.
Yeah. Now I wanted to give a shout out to all the the legends beforehand that paved the great way. We have people like my fellow over here, his pops, he's in the background in the cut, but Coach Dennis Wilson, Smooth, my pops Jazz, Tamans, his coach. We got Steve Haley, Will Blaylock, Wade Selden, and the list goes on. So we're gonna get straight to it, man. I got one last question before we go. What you guys, go as a student athlete for the next 5 to 10 years? Is the last question. Tell us a little bit, give a brief description about like, how you started, whatever, and what do you see your next 5 to 10 years looking like being a student athlete?
So I've always wanted to play college basketball since I was like 7th grade, and I was told by a lot of people, being a little 4'10", 7th grader I was, that it's gonna take a lot of work, and one thing is the academics too. So like you said, student comes before athlete. So you gotta keep them grades up. And I see going into the next 5-10 years, I'm going into my senior year, and just seeing that college is this close is surprising me, because it's been like, it's gone quick.
Yeah.
So I just hope to see myself in 5 to 10 years, playing college basketball, hopefully playing professionally also, and yeah, that's the goal.
Next 5 to 10, I'll see myself playing college basketball or being a pro. For me, basketball like really started when I was young, and I have 3 brothers, so we all used to play. And it's like I just get trashed. Like I can't have this. Like it was bad, but I've always been competitive. That just really got me into it, and then I just really found a deep love for it. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to the future.
When I meet a lot of people, when we talk about like the work that we're doing and the importance of basketball, like the relationships and just so many life things that you learn, like what does basketball mean to you guys, and like what inspired you guys to play, and people that work hard, that are really trying to make this dream into reality. So just tell me about like what basketball means to you, and like what inspired you to to play as hard as you do and work as hard as you do.
Well, basketball, I really think like it instilled a lot in me. Like a lot from basketball can translate into real life. Like there's no shortcuts in basketball at all. Like you have to work for everything, and that's something I do in life. Like you just have to. Everything's not going to be given to you. It's unfair, but it just is what it is. Like you got to grind. So yeah, basketball taught me a lot, and I'm really grateful for it.
Like John said, it applies to real life. Like it has instilled in me a lot of traits that have translated into real life, such as the hard working that he said. You can also develop leadership from it, which is something I value a lot. What keeps me going for like wanting to go to the next level, it's just like the love of the game, and knowing that I can provide for my family in the future with that love of the game.
Yeah.
I learned that from Kobe too. I used to watch a lot of his interviews and how he talk about you gotta have the passion for the game, because that's where you can always be good at something, just talented, but like the passion is what really gets you to that next level. So yeah, that's what really inspired me to keep going.
Well, listen, y'all heard from these great captains. Y'all see why they were selected as captains. The way they carry themselves, the way they speak, and the hunger that they have. You know what I mean? And they have love. They shouted out everyone in this roster multiple times. So we're going to get straight to it, man. They do have to figure out who goes first in the draft. So we're just going to have a quick little rock, paper, scissors shoot. And we're going to get straight to it, see who goes first. And we'll start with the first round. So